Have you ever seen a supermoto racer do this? This? Or perhaps this? Supermoto racers have to master road racing, flat track, motocross, and moto gymkhana and combine them into a unique riding style. Here are 7 things supermoto racers do to go faster. Number 1. Drift on exit for grip. When riding through the dirt section with hot supermoto slicks, the dirt sticks to the tires and makes the first asphalt corners after the dirt really slippery. In fact, the feeling is very similar to riding on a wet track. When you lean the bike into the first asphalt corner after the dirt section, the bike will initially slide on both the front and rear. The further you are through this first corner, the more grip you get back, because the dirt falls off the tires. One crazy way supermoto racers get grip back as fast as possible is to get on the throttle really hard in these corners, and drift the rear to essentially throw the dirt off the tire. This means that for the next turn in the same direction, the tire will have maximum grip. Beginner riders, don't try this technique at home. Number 2. Adapt a racing line throughout the race. Another unique part about supermoto racing is that with a really long dirt section, the tires will get colder and colder throughout the race. Cold tires provide less grip in the corners as compared to hot tires. Therefore, pro supermoto racers have to change their line and cornering style throughout the race. The colder the tires, the better it is to adopt a point-and-shoot riding style. With hot, grippy tires, some long sweeping corners can be taken much faster by trail braking lightly very deep into the corner, carrying a lot of corner speed, and then smoothly transitioning to rolling on the throttle. Number 3. Sit far back. Some corners on the asphalt as well as in the dirt are best taken sitting neutral on the bike. When sitting neutral on the bike and lifting the foot off the peg, the leg can get caught between the handlebar and ground. To avoid this, supermoto racers sit far back in the saddle, which creates a pocket between the motorcycle and arm where the knee can be. Number 4. Outer elbow up. You may have seen riders push their outer elbow up into the air. What's up with that? This is done to have maximum control over the handlebars when the bike starts sliding. Racers can control their inputs to the handlebars much more rapidly with their elbow up, and also they get more leverage. Number 5. Backing it in. Probably one of the things that supermoto is most famous for is that many racers use the technique of sliding the rear wheel on the corner entry to point the motorcycle towards the exit. When done right, the rider can engage the brakes later and get on the throttle earlier, as opposed to not sliding the rear. The point about when done right is important here. The racer has to precisely time when to start and stop sliding the rear to get the bike pointed correctly. Simply sliding the rear into the corner does not cut it, and in fact will slow the rider down significantly if done incorrectly. The technique can be used very effectively in hairpins, and any type of corner where braking late is the goal. At the end of races, when the tires are getting really cold, it can be beneficial to slide the rear to build up heat into the tire. Furthermore, since a more point-and-shoot riding style is faster with cold tires, many riders slide the rear into more corners as compared to the beginning of races. Number 6. Keep the rear down in the dirt. Rear supermoto tires have some very special tire tread patterns to get traction in the dirt. A lot of racers ride with no grooves at all at the front, because the front doesn't really do much at all in the dirt. Since there is essentially no grip on the front, a supermoto bike has to be steered using the throttle in the dirt. Therefore, when accelerating, racers will sit and stand far back to get maximum grip on the rear. Another part of keeping the rear down in the dirt is to minimize air time in the jumps where possible, in order to keep on driving forward with the rear. Number 7. Upper body lean on the exit. Many racers go into corners sitting neutral or pushing the bike down, which helps with controlling the bike when braking. Once the racer starts accelerating out from the corner, if there is a lot of grip, you will find many racers leaning their upper body into the corner, to minimize the lean angle of the motorcycle and maximize grip. You will also find many racers leaning their upper body in corners where simply maximum corner speed is the goal. Remember to subscribe to my channel. There's always something new to learn.
It's gotta be against the law.